Okay, today's topic is investing regime in Afghanistan. It's, I think, very huge and very new topics to all foreigner countries, even investors of foreigners, because what's the regime is going on in Afghanistan. So therefore, today, inshallah ta'ala, I want to introduce, properly, I want to elaborate, I want to explain regarding to investing in Afghanistan. So right now, under the Ministry of Industry and Commerce of Afghanistan, totally all the expression and graduated for the interests of the domestic and foreign investors to invest in Afghanistan, as it is evident after the rule of Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan. And the politically transformation of Afghanistan, it has been proper, a good platform and necessary conditions to attract domestic and foreign investors in Afghanistan. So we have a foreigner and investing law. Even each and every investors can come to Afghanistan and they can invest on very proper and very easiest way. So I think Afghanistan government has tried to strong and private sectors attract domestic and foreign investors at whatever I told, even in domestic and international investors can use in Afghanistan totally what's a rule and a regulation of the investing rule and totally equal to foreigners and domestic investors in Afghanistan. Therefore, these measures, including the financial facilities, tax facilities, protection of intellectuals and physical property rights, and creating suitable fields for the growth and development of Afghanistan. All the international and domestic investors can use in Afghanistan totally and properly. So I think I will talk today regarding to the Afghanistan overview and investment flows, Afghanistan investment, what's the regime of Afghanistan, and investment protection in, how they can invest in Afghanistan, what's the protection by government of Afghanistan, it will occur to the all investors, international and domestics. Reason why you want to invest in Afghanistan, investment opportunities, communication channels, in which channel or which method you can contact with Afghanistan's Ministry of Industry and Commerce to invest in Afghanistan. And online platform we have available. So by these things, you can easily come to Afghanistan and can, invest in Afghanistan, inshallah. So little bit basic fundamental information I want to explain regarding to the population of Afghanistan, export and import of Afghanistan, as well as, DGP or GDP, gross domestic product of Afghanistan, whatever in the screen you can see population of Afghanistan right now, according to the World Bank and according to all the elaboration statistical directorate of Afghanistan, it's near about 43.37 million Afghanistans living in Afghanistan. So imports, most and more of the majority of mechanical goods, foods, taxable platform production, electrically and other materials we can export, we are exporting from Afghanistan. As well as, it is near about 8,572.5 million per year. And export is already 7,777.9 million, as well as GDP in the gross domestic product sectors. You can see the background actually in three sections. First of all is agriculture section, and second is industrial, and third is service of government to the people. And export of the Afghanistan is 139th largest in the total of Afghanistan's importing to the countries. The country export is 1.9 billion worth of goods, showing to the 115% of increasing in according to 2024. Key exporters of production, food export, including, we are exporting like Uzbekistan, Pakistan, Iran, as well as China and India. There are investment flows, whatever actually according to the formula of economics, we have a formula in which section we developed in Afghanistan, in which section we didn't develop, or which section we are going to develop. Yes, you can see the screenshot. So quantity of domestic and
Shanghai से सर्विस Shanghai से आपको 22 nearest पड़ता है.
Hello. It's clear, I think. If someone have a question after completion or right now, if you want to you
क्या
want
बोल
to
रहे
ask
हैं?
a question to answer, inshallah.
हम
Okay, right now we are Afghanistan investing regime. We have a 9 regimes, 9 channels rank each other. And the first of all, we have a laws regulation in Afghanistan to how they can invest. In rule and regulation law, we are a member of WTO, World Trade Organization in the world. According to the WTO, we are working in Afghanistan. And second is ownership profit. Suppose foreigners in some countries, according to their law of the investors, they cannot invest 100%. But in Afghanistan, 100% they can be ownership of the company, ownership of the factory in Afghanistan, like domestic companies in Afghanistan. What they can do, foreign investors also can invest in Afghanistan for 100%. They can be ownership. And third point, land acquisition. Foreigners invest can all lease real estimate of 19 years, industrial parks over 18 provinces. They can invest in Afghanistan and they can be authorized of the land in name of the foreigner investors can lease their land. And in the fourth point is banking system. Foreigners investor can open a bank account with any currency in Afghanistan. It's very allowed, it's permission by government of Afghanistan. Fifth point is taxation. Taxation is, it's a very important point of the investors, how they can invest or how they can give a tax. Income tax flat 20%. Whatever investors can come here when they want to get a profit. After profit, all the materials can take after that 20%. Otherwise, they can give only 2% tax to the government of Afghanistan. And the sixth point is on-stop shop. All type of business will register in one place. All who want to invest in Afghanistan, in all these materials can finish in one place. They don't waste time. They don't waste any place in each and everywhere. So in the seventh point, we have a online visa foreigners. All the foreigners can come. They have a on arrival visa, as well as Afghanistan providing to the arrival visa and president facility for the foreigner investors in Afghanistan. If they can come to our site, because invest in Afghanistan is a brand by Ministry of Industry and Commerce. It's published. It's a very rule and regulation law, constituted law accepted. So by this site, they can fulfill the form of investing, and we can give the on-arrival visa to come to Afghanistan and to invest Afghanistan. And each point is outright sectors. Foreigner investors can invest any sector. Few sectors are registered for different. In rule and regulation of Afghanistan, only those kind of companies. Suppose there are in a gamble home or other cannot invest in Afghanistan. In other section, all the sectors can invest in Afghanistan.
साजिद भाई
And
मेरे
the
पास
last
नहीं है
point,
वो आमिर देगा तो मैं हेलो
and the 9 point, hiring the foreigner staff. Those investors in Afghanistan, they can they can they can come employ and as a specialist, as an engineer in Afghanistan. There is no any problem, and they can bring the foreigners in Afghanistan. Okay, now there's the investment protection. There's investment protection. We are talking about the regime of Afghanistan. So that's why I want to elaborate. I want to explain those materials. I want to explain all these materials, whatever, those foreigners can understand or can know what they can know. They want to know these materials. So intellectual right, deducted law for the intellectual right. And second is, ownership equation. And the fourth thing is custom. And then the fourth thing is investment loan and tax examination. All these are materials and regime of Afghanistan. The government of Afghanistan, Ministry of Industry and Commerce, they can give the allowed and to invest in Afghanistan. Okay, there's a, why, there's a reason why you want to invest in Afghanistan. Global market access through the right connectivity in Afghanistan. Due to inequality or equality strategic location of Afghanistan, it's much more important because geopolitical and there's in a free market, lower cost doing business or updated market. All these are the reason to come to Afghanistan and invest. What's a free market? The government has a vision of the development the country based on the principle of the free market economy, support the private sector or private sectors in Afghanistan to invest and to get more and more entrepreneurship or more and more increase their business. Lower cost of the doing business. Lower cost of the doing business established by the business does not cost a lot in Afghanistan. Registered by business and obtaining the business license does not make more than 8 hours and cost only $200. That's enough. And then the third point, updated market. Although Afghanistan is a war-torn country because it have more and more war in Afghanistan, many international investors enjoy a less competitive environment in Afghanistan. Afghanistan has come to a long way in a short time in the term of rule and regulation of Afghanistan to invest in Afghanistan. Investment opportunity. Who want to invest in Afghanistan? We have a more and golden chance to invest in Afghanistan regarding to agriculture, mining, construction, energy sector, telecommunication, investment, small, medium energy, transportation, and trade or services. In which section they want to invest, in Afghanistan, full of opportunity. Most of the companies or most of the investors, domestic investors, cannot able to invest in these sections, and foreign investors can come and can invest all these sections, whatever in the PowerPoint, you can see this. In each section, we have a different availability. Suppose Ministry of Energy, we have 11 projects, and Railway, we have 5 projects, and Minister of RRP, we have 31 projects, and energy sector, again, Brishna Shirkat, we have 21 projects. It's very huge and very profitable projects to investors who want interest in Afghanistan to come invest. There's a communication channel. How want to communicate with Afghanistan? First of all, there's a, commercial attached, commercial attached across the world, in each and every countries, we have an ambassador, and those ambassadors, they can come direct. And after that, World Trade Center in Kabul office, we have who want to they want to contact with us, ministries, there's an investment department, WEIP, World Association of the Investment Promotion Agency, there's a, chambers of Afghanistan, and Ministry of Industry and Commerce. And these are what we are working, Ministry of Industry and Commerce. We have a different site for www.http://investinafghanistan.af. By this, you can see the all and rule and regulation law of Afghanistan, how they want to invest in Afghanistan. By these sections, you can come and you can contact with us. Thank you very much.